What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Steph, growing in zone 6B. If you are here for the first time, welcome for the first time. I have been doing lots of things in the garden, getting my beds prepared. It has finally stopped raining, and I really need to do some pruning. So for this video, I will walk you through all of the fruit that I have. I'll show you how I prune my berry bushes, and then I will show you what I use to fertilize. So I'm on my deck. I'm gonna start with my raspberries. My strawberry towers. If you watched my last video, you saw those already. I have strawberry towers growing on my deck. I'm hoping to get a second planter for the deck. By the way, I made those outdoor cushions. I know it's not relevant, but I think they're cute, and it was the first time I did it, so I'm really excited about that. If you walk with me, just bear with me, guys. I will get down into my garden and show you what else I have. So behind this green chair, that's my compost. You saw my previous videos. Also, you know that I built this compost pile. I also have some compost in that black trash can. Check out my other videos for that. I have 2 grapevines that I planted. I'm hoping that they survive. I cut them down yesterday to see if they were still green on the inside, and they are. They're just not doing anything yet. If we swing over here, this is where I have most of my fruit. So I planted 2 apple trees. Let's start here. I planted 2 apple trees from Stark Brothers. So they are a couple years old. This one right here is not leafing out yet, but it is a Granny Smith dwarf, easy start right there. And then the one that I have on this side, I have some greens right there, and they're doing really well. But the one that I have over here, right here, is, if you can see it, that one is a Granny Smith, and they're both starting to bud out. You can see, if I can zoom in on this one, you can see right there, there's some buds coming. This tree I just got this year. It is a plum tree. It is from Home Depot. It already has lots of greenery on it. It's pretty tall. It is like light years ahead of my other 2 trees, but that's okay. I'll have to be patient. And then this is my mini, I'm calling it my mini fruit orchard. So in this pot, I have my cherry tree. I am not impressed with the size of this. I got it from Gurney's, I think, but it's very small compared to the other trees I have. And then something is volunteering right there. Y'all see it? We're gonna see what that is. I put in compost, so there may be something there. Over here I have a blackberry bush right here. This is 2 years old. It has some new growth on it as well. That's just oregano down here in this pot right here, but I need to really prune that back. This over here is another, this is a blueberry bush, I think. I forgot to label it, but I got it from Amazon actually, and it actually came this size, which I was very impressed with. Usually they come kind of small, but I thought that was a nice size. This over here, I have, everything is starting to wake up. This one here is another blueberry bush. As you can see, the stem is green. It's too small, it doesn't need to be pruned. I have a blackberry bush, another blackberry bush. No, this is raspberry bush here. This raspberry bush, as you can see, it's got a lot of new growth on it. I actually got this raspberry bush from some of these dead leaves I'm gonna take off, but I got that raspberry bush off the clearance section at Lowe's for half off, and I think it was only like $3. And then of course I have raspberries here, red raspberries. In the middle here is golden raspberries. This is the first berry bush I got. And then down here is blueberries. This also came from Gurney's, and although there is some growth on it, I'm not impressed with it. So that's what I have for berries and fruit trees. And so now I'll show you how to prune. So the only bush that really needs to be pruned is this raspberry bush. This is a golden raspberry bush, this one right here. I've had it for several years. It is in this pot right here. As you can see, it's got a ton of more raspberries growing. If you see all of these raspberries coming up here, I'm actually going to pull these out and pot them up and make more plants. I'm going to actually dig those out. So what I do to prune is I just prune off the dead branches. Now there's two types of raspberries that I know of. There is the everbearing raspberry bush, where it will bloom and fruit a few times a year. And then there is the summer raspberry bush, which will just fruit once. So all I'm gonna do is get in here, and I'll show you this branch right here. You can tell the difference between like a dead branch and a live branch, because if I break this off, you hear that snap, that's dead. So like if I cut there, you probably can't see that, but there is no green there. Now I cut all these branches off, and really you should use some gloves because some of these raspberries have thorns on them. Mine have thorns on them. So see, there's nothing there. So nothing there. I'm going to cut it down. I'm going to cut this down. Nothing there. Cut it down. Just like that. Some of these, like this one, this is dead. There's nothing growing here. I'm actually going to cut this one all the way down there. There's nothing there. And then I'm going to get over here. And I hope y'all getting this. And I'll turn the camera this way. And cut these. Like there's nothing. I can cut that. That's dead. This fruited last year. That one's dead. Ain't nothing there. And then up here, these can be cut because there's nothing there. So that's all I do. There is like floricanes and prima canes. The floricanes are going to be the thicker canes on your raspberry bush, and the prima canes are going to be the thinner bush. Really, for everbearing raspberries, it will fruit. The raspberries will fruit on the floricanes, the thicker canes, and then the next year it will fruit on the thinner canes, and then that third year, then I usually cut the thick canes, which used to be the floricanes, that are now the primocanes. So because this is already fruited, I don't want, really if I had my gloves on, I'll cut all the way down here. I don't want, it taken away from what's trying to grow here. And I had staked this plant in the beginning. Just cleaning up some of this in here. As you can see, none of this has green growth on it. So that's it, guys. Just clean up the dead foliage. Just clean up the dead foliage a little bit, and you can distinguish it because it'll be kind of a grayish tint, and you can tell that that's dead. And you know, that's what I do. For fertilizer, I use, for my blueberry bushes, because they're kind of picky and they require like more acidic soil, and I have them in containers, I use citrus mix. This is a 633. That's what I use for my blueberry bush that I got from Home Depot this year. And then for everything else, I use this berry tone. If you don't have any of that, you could just use a regular granular organic fertilizer. But the specifically the blueberries do like, well, berries in general do like a little bit more of an acidic soil, so I try to give them that. Oh, I forgot one more thing. I do have a couple citrus trees. I have the Meyer lemon that's in my greenhouse that I didn't show you guys, and just recently off Facebook Marketplace I got some kind of cold hardy orange tree. It's very, very small, but it is putting on some growth. So hopefully that doesn't take too long to grow, but I'm really excited to have both. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. I'll be doing more videos, including like my garden tours. I've been doing a lot in the garden recently. If you've noticed, I have a new intro. My phone, my old cell phone, which was actually newer than the one that I'm using now, clunked out. So I was not able to pull my intro off of there. I was disappointed, so I had to create a new intro, and I figure, you know, what better way to do that anyway than to do it in the spring. All right, y'all, until next time, you guys get out there, grow your groceries, go ahead and plant some things, and take care. Bye for now.